road isn't getting any kinder. Cars last longer, but only if you choose wisely. Pick the wrong one, and you are looking at breakdowns that hit when you least expect it. In today's list, we are cutting through the noise and exposing the 10 Hondas that have proven they can survive years of wear, neglect, and everything in between. Watch closely, because a few of these might not be what you expect, and one of them has a reputation so strong it almost doesn't make sense. Number 10. 2017 Honda Odyssey. Not the kind of vehicle people brag about, but when everything starts falling apart, this is the one still moving. While other cars are sitting dead with warning lights flashing like distress signals, the Odyssey just keeps going. Under the surface, it's built around Honda's proven 3.5-liter V6 engine, a powertrain that's seen years of refinement. No major redesign gamble here, just a system that's already survived the test of time. This model year earned strong reliability scores, especially in engine durability and long-term ownership costs. Now imagine your neighbor's SUV needs a $1,200 suspension repair at 90,000 miles. Meanwhile, your Odyssey? Maybe you are replacing brake pads for $150 in your driveway, tools scattered, saving hundreds compared to a shop visit. That's the difference. Even common issues like minor electrical glitches are cheap and manageable compared to catastrophic failures you would see elsewhere. Fortunately, its annual repair costs stay below average. It's not flashy or exciting, but when the world starts testing your wallet and your patience, the 2017 Odyssey is all about endurance. Number 9. 2014 Honda Accord. This is the kind of car that doesn't panic when things start to break around it. It just keeps its rhythm. What makes this year different is how balanced everything feels. Honda didn't chase risky redesigns here. Instead, they refined what already worked. The 2.4-liter inline-4 engine is known for going well past 200,000 miles if you keep up with basic maintenance. And the transmission? A major improvement over older problem-prone versions that is smoother, more durable, less likely to leave you stranded when you least expect it. Now think of a cold morning when your car hasn't moved in days. You turn the key, and it starts instantly with no hesitation, no grinding, no weak battery struggle. That's the Accord advantage. While other drivers are dealing with fuel system issues or sensor failures that cost hundreds just to diagnose, you are driving off like nothing ever changed. Even wear and tear items stay manageable. Spark plugs, brake components, filters. Simple jobs you can handle yourself for under $200 total, instead of watching a mechanic bill climb past $800. In fact, this model year consistently ranks high in reliability. Number 8. 2015 Honda CR-V. This is the one built for when the roads stop being predictable, when smooth highways turn into potholes, flooding, and detours no map warned you about. What sets this CR-V apart is its resilience under pressure. The all-wheel drive system engages when needed and stays out of the way when it's not. The car is engineered with a system that grips and moves. Under the hood, the 2.4-liter engine is tuned for longevity. According to most people, this model year scores high for long-term dependability, especially in drivetrain performance. During heavy rain, with streets turning into rivers and smaller cars hesitating at the edge, the CR-V pushes through, steady and controlled. Months later, while others are chasing electrical issues from water exposure, you are just swapping out a $25 air filter and moving on. Maintenance stays simple. Fluids, filters, and brakes. Nothing is buried, nothing overly complex. When conditions turn hostile and the road stops cooperating, the 2015 CR-V is all about control. Number 7. 2009 Honda Civic. There is a certain point in a car's life where you stop expecting perfection and start bracing for problems. Most vehicles begin to show their age in obvious ways with warning lights that don't go away, strange sounds that get louder over time, repairs that start stacking up faster than you can ignore them. The 2009 Civic doesn't really follow that pattern. It tends to just keep operating in the background, even as everything around it starts demanding attention. You will find examples of this car that have been left sitting for long stretches, with dust settling on the dash, tires slowly losing pressure, battery barely holding on. And still, after a jump or a simple recharge, it comes back into motion without turning it into a major project. That difference becomes clearer when you compare costs. A breakdown in many aging vehicles can quickly turn into a repair bill that crosses $1,000 just to restore basic function. With this Civic, the kind of issues that appear are usually smaller in connections, basic wear items, and parts that don't require deep teardown or specialized labor. Even the maintenance pattern stays predictable. Brake service, filters, minor electrical fixes. They don't spiral into something bigger than they need to be. Meanwhile, this generation remains one of the lower-cost vehicles to maintain in its class over time. For this car, it's all about staying functional, long after other cars have started turning into problems instead of transportation. Number 6. 2011 Honda CR-Z. This is what happens when efficiency stops being a feature and becomes the entire point of the machine. The CR-Z was never trying to compete with bigger engines or louder performance cars. Instead, it was built around restraint, using just enough power, just enough fuel, and just enough system complexity to keep things moving without waste creeping in. The hybrid setup doesn't try to reinvent driving. It simply reduces how often you need to think about fuel in the first place. The key advantage is how little there is that can go wrong. The integrated motor assist system works in the background, supporting the engine rather than replacing it with something fragile or overly complicated. That balance matters more as the years stack up, because fewer layers of complexity means fewer failure points waiting to surface. On the financial side, the difference shows up slowly but consistently. Fuel stops become less frequent, and when maintenance is needed, it rarely escalates into major repair territory. A typical service might stay around a basic oil change and brake work instead of turning into expensive hybrid system diagnostics that can overwhelm older hybrid owners. Even battery longevity tends to hold up better than expected, avoiding the kind of early failures that plague more complex systems. It remains one of the more stable entries in early hybrid development. When fuel pressure rises and efficiency becomes survival, the CR-Z stands in a category of its own to reduce dependency on everything around it. Number 5. 2007 to 2011 Honda Civic. This generation of Civic sits in a strange category that is old enough to have seen years of punishment, but engineered in a way that doesn't fall apart under it. It's the kind of car that keeps accumulating miles, while other vehicles in the same age bracket start turning into ongoing repair projects. The reputation comes from how consistently it absorbs neglect. Missed maintenance, rough daily use, long periods of stop-and-go driving that don't immediately take it out of service. The drivetrain and core engine design stay predictable, continuing to function even when upkeep hasn't been perfect. That difference becomes obvious when comparing outcomes. A typical aging vehicle in this stage might start triggering cascading failures, warning lights leading to diagnostic fees, followed by repairs that quickly exceed $1,500 just to restore basic reliability. With this Civic, issues tend to remain isolated. A worn motor mount, a minor oil leak, a small electrical fault. Problems that can often be addressed without turning the car into a long-term shop visitor. Even repair behavior stays stable. Parts remain widely available and inexpensive, and the labor required rarely escalates into major disassembly. This generation consistently ranks low for unexpected repair frequency and overall ownership cost. When aging vehicles begin to fail in chains, this Civic stands out for something more practical. Failures tend to stay contained, manageable, and reversible instead of compounding into total breakdown. Number 4. 2008 to 2011 Honda CR-V. This generation of CR-V is defined by what it can hold together when everything else starts becoming unpredictable. In situations where plans change quickly, its value shifts away from driving and toward capacity. The rear seating system folds flat without complication, turning the interior into a continuous cargo area. That matters when transport stops being routine and starts becoming reactive. It allows equipment, supplies, and personal belongings to be moved without needing multiple trips or additional support. That practicality becomes more noticeable when other vehicles start showing limitations. Smaller trunks fill too quickly. Sedans lose flexibility entirely. In contrast, this CR-V maintains usable space without requiring modifications or special configurations. Maintenance behavior also plays a role in its reputation. Common wear items are generally accessible and do not require extensive labor to replace. A worn strut assembly might remain around the $150 range for parts, compared to higher-end vehicles where similar repairs can escalate into several $100s once labor complexity is added. Meanwhile, ownership costs remain steady and predictable across this generation, with no strong pattern of expensive failure points emerging over time. It doesn't change how driving feels, but it changes how much the vehicle can continue doing when conditions become less stable and more demanding over time. Number 3. Honda S2000. This is what happens when a manufacturer builds an engine that was never designed to feel ordinary. The S2000 earns its reputation through mechanical intensity that somehow doesn't translate into fragility. At its core is the F20C engine, a naturally aspirated unit that operates at an unusually high redline. Instead of relying on forced induction or complex support systems, it delivers performance through precision engineering and tight tolerances. That simplicity in design is what keeps it from becoming unstable over time. Most vehicles that operate in high-stress ranges develop predictable failure points with turbo systems, cooling complications, transmission strain. The S2000 avoids much of that by not relying on those systems in the first place. Maintenance stays centered on fundamentals, oil quality, routine inspections, and keeping mechanical components within spec. Typical service costs remain relatively low for its performance category, often staying within the range of standard performance maintenance rather than exotic repair territory. However, long-term reliability remains strong when the engine is properly maintained, particularly in drivetrain durability. It is not a quiet vehicle in how it operates. The mechanical feedback, high-rev behavior, and constant engagement define its character. But underneath that intensity is a structure that does not degrade quickly when treated correctly. In a category where performance often shortens lifespan, this model stands out for sustaining extreme operating behavior without collapsing into expensive recurring failure. Number 2. 2022 Honda NSX. This is what happens when extreme performance is built with control as the priority, not just speed. The NSX exists in a space where most high-performance cars eventually start to develop faults until failure becomes expensive and sudden. Instead of stacking fragile components, it uses a hybrid HAWD system that continuously manages power distribution between the engine and electric motors. The result is not just acceleration, but stability under conditions where grip, balance, and response need to adjust instantly. The system is doing constant correction in the background, preventing instability from ever fully forming. That engineering approach changes how ownership behaves. Where many supercars introduce high-risk repair cycles with failed sensors, drivetrain complications, cooling issues that can escalate into five-figure repairs, the NSX keeps most maintenance within structured, predictable intervals. Routine servicing focuses on fluids, inspections, and hybrid system health checks, rather than sudden system-wide breakdowns. Nevertheless, Honda's consistency in engineering quality helps keep the platform more stable than many vehicles in its performance class, especially considering its complexity. The defining characteristic is control under pressure. Systems adjust instead of collapsing, power is redistributed instead of lost, and failures are less likely to cascade. Number 1. 2017 to 2019 Honda Fit. This is what survival looks like when every resource starts feeling limited at the same time, with fuel, money, space, even the margin for error. The Fit doesn't try to solve those pressures with strength or size. It solves them by removing waste from the equation entirely. The design is built around extreme efficiency in physical space. The rear seat system reconfigures, allowing the interior to shift between passenger use and full cargo capacity with minimal effort. That flexibility turns a very small footprint into something that functions far beyond its class when conditions demand adaptability. That advantage becomes clearer in how it handles cost pressure. Where larger vehicles often introduce expensive maintenance cycles with higher cost parts, more labor-intensive repairs, and failures that can escalate quickly, the Fit stays anchored in simpler mechanical systems. Routine work like brake service or battery replacement tends to remain within a low-cost range, often a few $100s total, rather than turning into multi-stage repair events. This generation consistently ranks among the lowest for unexpected repair frequency in its segment, with costs that remain stable over long ownership periods. It doesn't rely on strength, complexity, or scale. Its advantage comes from minimizing what can go wrong and maximizing what can still be used when conditions tighten.